Hey guys, welcome back to SuthieCast episode 3. We're joined in the studio by the man himself, Wilko Wilkes. How are we doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you? Nice to see you. Nice to meet you finally.
Yeah. Likewise, man. Yeah. So how you been? What you been up to?
Oh, I've been doing. Oh, you've got the pictures of me up there as well. I like your studio, man. Very nice. You've got the full desk, the beers. I've been busy, mate. I'm doing all sorts. I've got my job, and then obviously I've got this rap empire that I'm building on the side, and doing Andy's Man Club as well, facilitator there in the Leeds groups. I do some stuff with the Leeds FA as well. I'm a busy man, mate. I'm constantly chasing my tail, but I'm doing bits. I've got a new single coming out soon. I've been doing plenty of live gigs as well. The rap thing, man, it's always on my mind.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yourself?
Yeah, I've noticed you did a concert in Keighley, which was I didn't see any sort of what's the word? You didn't ask for my permission before you came into Keighley, did you?
I know, mate. I'm riding on your turf without any authority, but
without a pass, without a permit.
I'll be in touch next time, man. I've not been back since. I didn't get through, so you're safe, man. You're safe for now.
Safe for now.
Right. Yeah, just don't you come to Bingley. You know, the second you step foot in Bingley, it's over. Me and you are done.
Oh man, it's war. Speaking of which, man, so I've, obviously, you are would I be right in saying you're the fastest rapper in Yorkshire, or the fastest rapper in Bingley?
I think I'm definitely the fastest rapper in Bingley. I've been claiming that I'm Bingley's best rapper for probably 18 months now, and there's no competitions come and stepped up and tried to slap me with the velvet glove. So I think so, yeah. And fastest rapper in Yorkshire, I doubt it, to be honest. But it's not all about speed. I don't sort of rap fast for the sake of it, but I just like that style, I think. And as you probably find out now, I speak pretty quick anyway. So it just kind of comes naturally to me.
I mean, in terms of obviously fast rap, influences, what did you listen to fast rap before? Have you always been into this sort of music, this hip hop music, obviously? What was your influence to do the kind of fast rap style?
I have always been into hip hop, and I like a lot of different stuff as well. I really got into new metal when I was a teenager, and grunge, and a lot of rock and stuff like that as well. So I sort of do alternative. I call it alternative rap rather than hip hop, because I don't think it's pure hip hop. But a lot of my influences are sort of classic hip hop, and especially with the fast rap style. I love Twister.
Take a flight.
Yeah, man, he's quality. And Eminem obviously is a classic on that one. I really like Plan B as well, a bit left field. He's not really a rapper, but he does a lot of sort of fast rap verses and stuff.
Bone Thugs.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, yeah, quality, mate. Yeah, I love that stuff. All sorts, man, all sorts. Do you know Ocean Wisdom as well? Quality.
Yeah, Ocean Wisdom, yeah, High Focus, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the High Focus stuff's good, yeah. They're really good. I like a lot of it, man.
Sweet. So, so I've got a few questions here.
Go on,
let's talk about, obviously this is a running theme on the show, the unusual, the paranormal. I wanted to ask you there, Mr. Wilkes, have you ever seen a poltergeist?
You caught me with that one. I have not seen a poltergeist, but I was under the impression that poltergeists weren't really seen, more just that you see their actions and you see the things getting thrown across the room. Am I wrong here?
I've no idea, to be fair. I suppose it's more of the case where poltergeists, they don't really sort of manifest themselves in a physical form. It's more of a sort of just fuck with you, they'll move shit around your house. So you might see a bottle of Persil, or a bottle of fairy liquid flying across the room or something like that. But I'm always like,
Um,
I'm always
I've
sort
seen
of
a
like
few. Sorry, yeah,
looking
go
at
on.
the background there. I've always got one eye open for a poltergeist amongst the
Yeah, you
memorabilia.
should do. Yeah, that'll be interesting, man. If one of the scarves just sort of flew up. No, I think the poltergeists they've kept themselves away from me. But I'm open to the whole ghosts thing. Like, I think people are too quick to shoot it down and say, "Oh, well, you know, it's science has never proved it," but it's one of those things that science has never disproved either. So
Well, that's right. It's like with the paranormal, as we can say to a certain degree, you know, we don't believe in it, but there's no proof to say that there isn't ghosts or there isn't, you know, poltergeists or spirits.
yeah,
I mean,
man.
I've never had a paranormal experience myself. I mean, I've seen what I thought were orbs flying around the room, but you know what? It's, you know, as you can see, I've got a few Timmies on the side here. It is quite a strong drink, should I
Yeah,
say?
man. And I've had some experiences in my life where I've seen stuff which I never believed was possible. And it makes you rethink about a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'm open to it all. I think there's a hell of a lot out there that we have no idea about yet. There's a lot of forces at work that we can't see. There's a lot of things going on that are much more intelligent than us. And I think too many people think that we are so cutting edge because it's the future and, you know, we've got the internet and everything, and we're not even halfway there to making up like what human brain can operate at or all sorts of other things. So yeah, I think anything can happen in this life, and just try and enjoy the ride and take every day, see what happens.
Well, that's it. I mean, with me personally, I mean, the human brain, you know, they say we only use, what is it, like 25% of the brain. I mean, personally, as you can see from the mass consumption, I'm only using around 5% at the moment.
Yeah, you don't need the rest, man. Don't worry about it. I think, yeah, if you ever did like open up that full 100%, you just, I don't know what would happen. I don't know. Nobody can even predict that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, you did touch on there that you've seen some things that you can't explain, which has piqued my interest. I know this is sort of like, I know this, you know, it's more of a sort of like a music orientated podcast, but it
No,
does
talk to me
take,
about whatever you like.
it takes some mad directions at times. Because on the last episode, or the one before, sorry, the inaugural episode, which is premiered now on YouTube, go check that out. We spoke about UFOs. Have you ever seen a UFO?
I haven't seen a UFO. No, but I have some theories, such as one of them potentially, which isn't purely my theory, but like about mushrooms potentially being like an alien species, because they have really, really intricate networks that, again, better than we can ever design. The spores can travel across space and they don't die. They have properties that only mushrooms have on this planet, like the vitamin D. I think there's a certain type of vitamin D that the only things that can produce it are the sun and mushrooms. They grow in waste as well. I think if you were to design like a perfect alien species, you would design something that you could just send across space, and then that would latch on and just start to grow its network in waste. And like, again, not much on this planet can grow in waste, but mushrooms thrive there. And obviously people have experiences as well with taking magic mushrooms and hearing voices and innate like godlike voices and all sorts of spiritual experiences. And I think the symbiotic relationship between mushrooms and humans is so tight that like it's possible mushrooms are from another planet. They could potentially be an alien species. They could be communicating. They could even be monitoring us, knowing that we eat them, process them through our bodies. They could be doing all sorts. They react to so many different things as well in nature. But everyone is still on this planet is just like, well, yeah, but they're just mushrooms. They're just fungi. That's the way it is. And we think that's rational, but nobody's willing to go, do you know what? Why don't we think outside the box? Because the way science is in this planet as well is like, and I back science 100%. I'm not saying that science isn't right, but I do think science misses the trick sometimes when if they're looking for aliens, they're looking for people like us who breathe oxygen, and they're looking for all the same signs as they know that life can exist on Earth, but they're not really willing to. And I get it, because it's not empirical. They're not like, there's no need for them to do that. But I think, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on that?
I'm speechless. I was actually gonna go out foraging for wild mushrooms a while ago, but I do actually. I think now you said that they're from another world. I just think it's cruel, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's kind of rational as well, isn't it? Like, I think, like, you know, aliens aren't going to be like us, I don't think. And aliens could well be already there, already with us, already well aware of us. But we're just sort of like looking in all the wrong places.
Do you think what are these mushrooms? Do you think the aliens are then like sort of mushroom based, or you know, like a portobello, they've got like, you know, portobello mushroom heads? I don't know.
If they do, I want to chop them up and stick them in some, still maybe on a fry up. I'll take that.
Yeah.
But no, I think,
wow.
I mean, for example, the mushrooms might not necessarily be the aliens, but the mushrooms might be some planet that's like billions of light years away might have just sent mushroom spores all over the universe just to plant themselves on all sorts of different planets, and anywhere there's water or waste, the spores can do the work. They can just grow, report back everything, all that information. We're just eating them up, and they're just watching us, and they're monitoring the soil and the trees and all sorts, and just sending all that information back on a web that's far more advanced than we've managed to concoct in our short history of like 50 years of electronics, or computing electronics anyway.
I think it makes sense. I think it really does. I think the theory you have there, it's not been proved, but I think the theory of it, because as you said, mushrooms are so alien compared to other plants. The way they work and the way the network under the soil, you know, they are marvelous are the plants fungi? God knows.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Who knows, mate?
Because they do have quite a fleshy bite. You know, when you cook them.
Yeah.
It's not like eating a courgette, is it? It does have a slight chew to it, like almost like a meaty.
Yeah.
You know,
I love it, man.
I love mushrooms. Yeah. Yeah. I really am sorry. Can I just be with you in a second?
Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah.
Oh, guys. Oh man, mushroom talk went right to me. Anyway, little competition going on in a minute. Repos. New album by Ron Johnson. Yeah, so there's got a competition. If we do some stuff on Instagram, we get free tapes. It's pretty good. Anyway, guys, I'm ready to go back. I've got Wilko waiting for me. And we're back. Hello.
We're back in the game.
Woohoo! Sorry about that. All that mushroom talk.
No worries, man.
Straight into my ass.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's good, man. I've been waiting to articulate that view for a long time. So I'm glad we've even got it on camera.
Fantastic.
It's a great. Did you even ask me about mushrooms?
Honestly,
no, it was aliens, wasn't it? It was aliens.
Aliens. I just want to. Yeah. I mean, I have prepared a bit more of this time. It's very loose format.
Are you okay, mate?
Yeah, I'm absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, good.
Just these Timmies and that mushroom talk. Yeah, I'm great. I'm absolutely fantastic.
Oh, good.
Take a flight. I'm just going to say, favorite holiday destination.
Favorite holiday destination.
Talk to me.
Well, I mean, I like it depends what I'm doing. If I'm going away with the missus, then I like an all-inclusive Spain, maybe somewhere around there. Lots of food, lots of drink, chilling out. Not particularly like a busy holiday, just a lazy, nothing on your hands, no chores, that sort of holiday. And then probably another with the lads as well. I've been on a few stag do's in the last few years. A lot of my mates have been tying the knot. So tried out some cities like Prague and Hamburg.
Take a flight.
Barcelona soon. Yeah, man. So yeah, I like sort of European city with a big square and a load of boozers as well. That's good for a weekend.
What's your favourite drink? Are we
allowed cider man usually?
Are we allowed to talk about this, by the way?
Yeah, fine, mate.
Not under any like non-disclosure agreements or anything of that nature. Cider?
No. Yeah, usually I'm a cider man. Yeah, I used to be a big drinker, but I try and temper it now. But I still have the odd sesh. But yeah, usually cider and apple cider as well. I'm not a fan of all these fruity ciders, and it actually is quite annoying. Yeah, I like a dry cider as well. It's got to be dry. Passion fruit, I don't mind them, but it's annoying for me. Like, I used to say, "Can I have a cider?" and you just get a cider, and now it's like they always like, "Oh, do you want apple or do you want pear or do you want passion fruit?" I'm like,
just give me the apple, man.
One. Like,
give me the apple.
If I wanted passion fruit, I would have said, "Can I have a passion fruit cider?" But now I've got to say, "Can I have an original cider or something like that?" You know, it's an extra half second of my life every time I want a pint.
A basic cider. I don't want just a basic cider. I don't want any trimmings.
Yeah, not that passion fruit muck. Just give me a straight up, good old fashioned apple, scrumpy, in a barrel,
straight from the apple's teat.
Yeah, but I like a bit of spiced rum as well. I don't mind lager, but I can't drink lots of pints of it.
Do you like Timmies?
Like a bit of wine as well. What are the Timmies?
The Timmy for Taylors, man.
Oh right. I don't mind it. Again, not my first choice, to be honest. Probably quite low down on the list. Is that all you drink, or what's your tipple?
Sorry, I lost you there.
What's your tipple apart from Timmy's?
Timmy's and tap water.
I like it, mate. Not even a bit of squash in there.
No squash, pal. I mean, on the odd occasion, if it's like a baptism or a communion, I might have a bit of cordial, but
that's good, man. Or a bar mitzvah.
I don't know many Jews, I'll be honest. I lived a sheltered life.
I've never been to one either, to be fair. So we're in the same boat there.
Brilliant. And just another thing as well. Like, obviously, we've looking into you, and obviously I've had a little bit of prior knowledge to the SuthieCast. You have, I understand, you are quite you're an advocate for men's mental health.
Absolutely.
So we've obviously, I can see that you've done work with the Andy's Man Club, which is a brilliant organisation. I've never had any dealings with them myself, but for what I've seen, what I've heard from other people, they're doing really good work. So just talk to me about sort of like what you do and
Yeah, man. So I'm a facilitator at the Leeds group. So and I've been going about 2 years. So we're there every Monday, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. You can go there. It's free. You can get coffee, tea, biscuits, and sit down and have a chat about mental health. There's quite a bit of a structure to it. So people answer questions, but it goes around a circle. Everyone gets the chance to answer.
Right.
And yeah,
Okay.
it helps me manage my own mental health. Going there every week. And yeah, I've seen a lot of lads improve their mental health by coming as well and just getting some stuff off their chests. And it's like a supportive and non-judgmental environment. So people can talk without being interrupted or without being sort of bombarded with advice or anything like that. It's more just get the stuff off your chest, and then it moves on to the next guy, and then you hear their stories. And yeah, it's good, man. It's always quite a relief, like going there and getting some pressure out. Yeah, I'd recommend it. Anyone sort of try it. It doesn't have to be just people who are on the brink or people who are really depressed or people with mental health problems. It can just be people who are lonely or people who just want to see what it's all about or whatever, really. And there's 5 groups local to us. There's one in Keighley, there's one in Bradford, there's 3 in Leeds.
Okay.
Yeah, it's growing all the time. There's over soon to be 100 clubs.
Wow. So whereabouts in Keighley is it?
I can't remember, mate, to be honest. I think it might be the Cougars Stadium, but I go to the Leeds groups. I'm usually at Milford Sports Club in Kirkstall. Even though Keighley's closer to me, I just started going in Leeds when I worked there. And yeah, I've just kept to the Leeds patch, and I don't mind the drive as well. Like I quite like it helps me decompress as well. It's like sort of 30-40 minute drive back to Bingley, but I quite like that.
Yeah, a nice little drive onto Leeds, bit of prefab sprout on the radio.
Is that, are you mentioning that from my story the other day? Yeah, man, I love that that tune, man.
What tune were it?
What's it called? The bit was new broom, this room, sweep it clean. Hot dog, jumping frog, Albuquerque. Yeah, it's called. Is it called Albuquerque?
Yeah.
Oh no, is it? Yeah, it's something like that. I can't remember.
They've got the other one as well, Cars and Girls, which is a slapper.
Yeah, man.
Banging.
Look at us now. We're driving. Some things hurt much more than cars and girls.
Good.
I love that tune, man.
We're driving. My face is so good. Whoa.
Prefab Sprout rule. Banging. I don't know any other songs from them apart from those 2 though. It makes me think I should listen to more.
Prefab Sprout.
Do you?
There's them 2 songs.
I'm gonna stick that on my list to listen to more Prefab Sprout, because if they've got 2 bangers, they've probably got some more.
They've got another song. It'll come to me, and I'll let you know before we finish. Awesome. What is it called now?
Are they Scousers?
They're from Scousers. No, I think they're from Newcastle, you know.
No, surely not.
No, I'm thinking of the Lighthouse family.
Don't get the 2 mixed up, man.
Oh, yeah, don't get it twisted. They're completely different animals, them 2.
Yeah, they've got a real gang rivalry as well between them.
Yeah, I mean, whew.
Oh, mate, Prefab Sprout were formed in Newcastle, England in 1977.
Take a flight!
Now I feel like a right mug. I never knew it, but I'm definitely going to have to listen to more of them.
Keithlipedia.
Yeah. That works better with my name, Wilkopedia.
Wikipedia.
Like Wikipedia.
So, my friend, you so obviously we touched on before. You're the fastest rapper in the UK, fastest rapper on the galaxy. Would you be keen to show us some of your skill?
You're gonna put me on the spot. Let me think. I can't believe you're doing this to me, man. You've not even provided me with a beat.
I'll zoom out. Sorry, just so it's less awkward. It gives you a bit more time to think. Do you want me to give you a beat?
I'll just do one of my. No, it's okay, mate. I'll just do a section from Nothing But Regrets, one of my tunes.
Do you want to beatbox?
Yeah, you beatbox. Yeah, you beatbox.
All right. What BPM do you want?
What BPM? Oh, mate, I don't even know. 100, 110?
Fucking hell. Yeah. 110?
Yeah. What do you want less? What do you want, 120?
120? Bloody hell. What about like a...
Oh, shit, man. I forgot my own words. I've been sitting here. No, no, mate, I can't do that.
You can't do it.
Oh, it was too slow.
Too slow?
Yeah, I think so, man. All right, okay. I'll just do it a cappella, man.
Do it to try it. I've
been sitting here wondering what happened to the time I had a feeling that forever wasn't real, and now it's here and looking at me like a figure really never getting bigger, coming nearer to my heart and lungs. Everything I didn't do is occupying, and I'm sighing, I'm trying to avoid trust buying into anything. I'm crying, it's flying, I'm lying and denying the lying shit when I was young. Those springs that have been sprung, those springs that have been spun, those things that have been stung. Now you know when I never should have bit my tongue. And now I'm really dealing with the feeling of a ceiling crashing into me, because I know that usually it's never how it used to be, and universally you could have filled them in parks that the swings have swung. I should have focused on the future, not the past. But every day I knew it could be my last. I had to keep it in a place that was changing at a pace of Mo Farah in a race, and it ran too fast. All the situations I've been through, all the knowledge I wish I never knew, all the times that I looked at the glass, there was someone looking back, but I didn't know who. Half of the time my mind was off grid. If I took it any deeper, I'd be swimming with a squid, praying for a saviour and feel like a failure. Well, life's too short when you live it like I did. All the years that I only had my pillow, all the weeks I was weeping like a willow, I was crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, bubbling through like a hairy armadillo. Did I ever try hard enough? Did I ever even have it that rough? Was doomed from the start? Did I ever have a chance? Was a voice in my head too tough? Shaming myself and blaming myself. I've been living in the gutter because I'm blaming myself, being in a hurry to be dealing with a worry when I'm looking at a map and go down the wrong road, wishing that people that I cared about could help me, but I was too proud. I'm heavens in the clouds. If I ever tried to speak from within, I got trembles on the skin. I might as well have been talking in code. In the moments that it mattered, did I ever have the courage to be present? Did I ever want to flourish when I was always there? I thought I didn't really care. Back and out and saying nothing was a default mode. I never thought I would live in so much sorrow. I never even thought I'd see tomorrow. I never bothered with beginning to be living, never grinning, never winning. I was slinging with and sinning because I never knew how, but the game is over now. That's promise not a threat. I could have regret. I was waiting to awaken. I was shaking and forgiving was a gift I could have taken that I didn't even borrow. That'll do, mate. You couldn't even keep up with me. You were going too slow.
What?
No, that was good, man. It's all good practice for me as well, you know. I couldn't do that in front of a crowd, though. You would have really embarrassed me there. So it's a good job that we're on record instead.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. You'll have to. I want to do plenty of busking this year. You'll have to come down and spit some bars of your own.
What with this on?
Do some beatboxing. Yeah. Well, you could do. Yeah. To be fair, you might protect me because I'm planning on doing. Leeds are playing at home in a few weeks' time on a Wednesday night. I think it's May the 9th or something like that. I've got it in my diary anyway. I'm going to go down to Ellen Road and busk before the game.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah. So I might need some madman in a balaclava.
A muscle. I'll come. I'll grouse beat him. Oh, you worry about that?
That'd help, man. Yeah, that'd help.
I'll bring the stick down.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah, so I might get some grief, like people trying to steal the mic and
still whacking season.
And, yeah,
we'll get a Wilko.
Yeah, that'd be good, man.
Where does the name Wilko Wilkes come from?
That's an easy one, man. My real name's Paul Wilkes. Most people just call me Wilko because my last name's Wilkes. So I just went with Wilko Wilkes. And I wanted a name that was actually me. I didn't want to be like DJ Aubergine.
DJ Aubergine.
Like yeah. I didn't want a sort of rap moniker.
DJ Oyster Mushroom.
Yeah, or just Oyster Mushroom or oyster, that mushy tea, something like that.
You ever tried Lion's Mane?
Ever tried what?
Lion's Mane. Not the actual not
lion's
the
mane,
not the mane of a lion, but the mushroom lion's mane mushrooms. Apparently, they've got some hypnotic qualities.
Oh, really?
Yeah, got some like decent brain boosting stuff.
Right.
The safe to
No,
eat.
it's not something I'm familiar with.
No,
Can you recommend them or?
I've never tried it myself.
Right.
Have I? Maybe.
Maybe.
They're quite expensive. But yeah,
Right.
definitely.
How much are we talking? Excuse me.
Like £6. Is that like £6 a head or something?
Right. Oh, that's not too bad, is it? But I'll have to increase my repertoire.
Yeah, get your mushroom book out, get plucking, get
Yeah,
foraging. Tell you what, there's some beautiful mushrooms out there, Wilko. Just growing
Plenty of them.
anywhere, growing on the back of bins.
Yeah, I might leave those ones alone, to be honest. But one of my mates hates mushrooms, and well, a couple of my mates hate mushrooms actually, and I give them a bit of grief for it because obviously mushrooms are delicious and the greatest meat substitute out there. And but one of them says he never trusts anything that grows on shit, and that's what he says all the time about mushrooms. And I think he's hung up on it because he's too scared of the texture.
I eat a lot of mushrooms because I'm a vegetarian, so it's one of those, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. A lot of nut roasts as well. Yeah.
Not nut roast, no. Mushrooms, definitely like up there, top tier food. I mean, in terms of like food, what would you say was your like go-to in terms of like meals and stuff? What's your favorite meal to have?
I love a good burger, man. My burger, just like burger and chips, curly fries, maybe, brioche bun, smoked cheese, smoked bacon. The burger can be whatever it likes. I don't mind.
Sort of like more of the package itself rather than the single ingredient.
So yeah, I think it's because I like to flatten them down as well, and then just a real dense sort of meaty, cheesy mess. That works for me anytime. I like a pizza as well. My favorite foods are like real sort of, indulgent junk food, basically. What about you?
Just like leaves and dandelions and stuff.
Yeah, man. The veggie life, a carrot, just on its own.
Take a flight. Yeah.
Like it, man. How many of these are you doing?
Whew. Probably going to do like a series.
Yeah.
So
Hundreds
like,
of them.
Thousands. I'm going to do a series of these probably up until like early summer. And then I'm going to stop because it gets so warm in this flat. It's unreal. And I'm going to start again in autumn once it cools down because there's no way I'm going to sit here in this stinking balaclava doing these.
Yeah.
It's 30
degrees outside. Like.
I mean, it's all right tonight, but after prolonged wearing it, it does get really hot. As you can see, it's looking quite disgusting.
Yeah, it looks quite thick, man.
Yeah, it was bright yellow. This.
I like it. Is it like an anonymity thing, or is it a like a statement of some kind?
It's more of like a moral obligation. Keep the mask on.
Save the people from.
It's a way of life.
What's beneath.
Yeah, terrible scars.
Right.
Yeah.
Emotional ones or physical?
Burnt. It's got a really burnt face. I'm like Kane.
Being out in the sun.
Yeah, Kane from WWF.
Throwback, man. Yeah, I like it. Like sort of a Quasimodo of Keithley.
I won't go that far. But there's been a few nights where I've had a few too many, as I say. They've caught me trying to clamber up the Sentan's spire.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Oh, man. I know what you mean.
Like a mad monkey.
Or did you not clamber up the one in Chesterfield? Is that not why it's crooked?
Chesterfield.
Yeah. Have you never seen the crooked spire in Chesterfield? Oh mate, you're missing out.
As I said, it's there's quite a sheltered person.
Yeah.
I've
left Keithley.
Never left his studio.
Oh mate, there's a big wide world out there, but you'll build up to it. Don't rush yourself.
Question time. Quiz time. So to the left and to the right of me, you can see two pictures. The picture on your left, where were you?
Oh mate, where was I? I should be able to get this straight away. Is that no? It's not left bank. Is that Battle of the Bands? Is that the Exchange, Keithley?
I think
you don't know the answer. You're giving me quiz.
I think you were actually. What? I think you were in the Catholic club that night, weren't you?
That wasn't me, mate. That was my evil twin.
What about the one on the right? Where I think you were. That was the. Was it the?
No, that was definitely the Exchange in Keithley. Battle of the Bands, Gateway Festival. Yeah, I won my heat, but then I didn't go through in the final. They couldn't handle the heat.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. Like, what was the competition like? Were they good or?
Yeah, they were very good, mate. Yeah, but the competition was pretty high standard anyway in the heats, because I think you had to apply for it, and they'd already whittled it down to 20 acts. I think I was the only rapper, and it was mostly like indie bands and rock bands, sort of alternative rock. And yeah, the four that went through were all indie bands, and that's the vibe they wanted to go with this year. It makes sense looking at the rest of the lineup. So I think I did well just to get to the final. I was the only person who was there on my own. Like I wasn't there on my own, but I was on stage on my own. The rest of them were like 4 or 5 pieces. It was great to be a part of, though, man. Like the final, there was over 100 people there. Quite a raucous crowd, and yeah, man, I rapped my heart out. And not this time, but you live to fight another day.
Take a flight.
Yeah.
Mr. Wilkes, it's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been a privilege, mate. The pleasure is all mine.
Thank you very much for coming on the 3rd episode of the SuthieCast. Brilliant, and I'd love to have you back. Anytime you want to come back on this show, just let me know.
Can I come back for episode 4?
No.
You just said any time, man.
I say many things. Some of them.
Can't believe it.
But yeah, where can they find you?
They can find me at wilkowilkes.com. They can find me on Facebook. They can find me on the Instagram. They can find me on the Twitter. They can find me reluctantly on the TikTok. Don't really use it much, but they can find me on the YouTube. They can find me on the Spotify, the iTunes, the Deezer, the Apple Music, the Amazon. They can find me wherever.
MySpace.
Yes, definitely MySpace. Yes.
LimeWire.
Absolutely not.
No,
definitely not. No Pirate Bay. No OnlyFans. Nothing like that. They could also find me. Well, they can find me all over. Hopefully, they'll find me on a street near them or a venue near them. I'll be there. I'm always around. I'm a bit like God. I'm omnipotent. All they need to do is search Wilko, which is Wilko, like the shop, not WILCO like the band or the autosave centre in Keithley.
Big up Wilko's in Keithley.
Yeah.
Mr. Wilkes, again, thank you very much for coming on. A pleasure.
Thanks
and
for having me, mate.
All the best with you. All the best with your future endeavours.
Likewise. I'll see you soon, man.
Take it easy, man.